Today is Bell Let's Talk Day, a day aimed at ending the stigma surrounding mental illness. 1 in 5 Canadians will experience mental illness, but just 1 in 3 will get the help that they need. Today is about raising awareness as well as money. Have a look at the counter at the bottom of your screen. All day it will tally the number of tweets, texts, calls, and social media interactions made by you. And here's how that will help raise money. Bell will donate 5 cents to mental health initiatives for every text message, mobile, and long-distance call made by Bell Canada, Bell Alliant, and Bell MTS customers, and every view of the Bell Let's Talk video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It also applies to every tweet using the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, every application of the Facebook frame and use of the Bell Let's Talk filter on Snapchat, in addition. Well, one of the many people speaking out today is Jessica Holmes. She is a comedian, and she's the author of Depression, the Comedy, A Tale of Perseverance. She's a Bell Let's Talk ambassador, and she's with me in studio. Jessica, I'm so glad that you are here and that I had a chance to meet you today.
Likewise.
Tell us about your battle, because I will say from the outset, people see someone funny, and so they assume they're always in a good mood.
And I was always in a good mood, and then for 2 years I wasn't, and then I'm in a good mood again. So, yeah, depression snuck up on me. I had experienced postpartum depression when my kids were first born, but that was kind of like just a very acute, like one day, can't do it. Then I sought treatment and then got better. And this depression was different in that it sort of snuck up very slowly, and with symptoms like being really unmotivated, feeling shame or feeling that I wasn't good enough, and just got worse and worse and worse and worse until one day it was like, okay, clearly something's wrong, and I got the diagnosis. But you and I had been chatting about how it affects comedians a little more than the rest of the general population, and that was something I tried to explore a bit in the book, was figuring out why would comedians, people who like make light of everything and have such a positive outlook, why would that happen?
Yeah. And what did you discover?
So basically it was like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg, the depression or the comedy? And in talking to a lot of comedians, I found that it's sort of, we're introspective people who always are looking at the world, asking, what does it all mean? That's who we are naturally, comedians. And then we make light of it. So there's that part of it. But then also the lifestyle of being a comedian is you can have the highest highs and then the lowest lows in your career. And so it plays a lot with your emotions. And the combination of those two, I think, just makes people a little more predisposed or a little more susceptible.
So here you are, you're the Bell ambassador, you've written a book about it. Can depression be funny? Is there humor in there?
I found the comedy only in retrospect. There was nothing funny about it in the moment. But then after the fact, when I had to look at how did depression touch all these different areas of my life, so in retrospect, it was kind of funny. Like my kids made a chart one day because they were like, you lose your temper too much. They made a chart and it's on the fridge called a scream chart. And I'd get like an X every time I'd lose my temper. So only when I recovered, I looked at that and I was like, see, that's not normal. It is not, that is a weird thing. How could I not have noticed that? And even just trying to heal myself from the outside in, I was online shopping, such a frenzy, like literally buying up Blondie's wardrobe, trying to dress like Lady Gaga, thinking that's all I need. I just need to pick me up, and getting hair extensions and sprayed, all of it.
Doing whatever you could that you thought.
It was such a hot mess. Better. It was, yeah, and it didn't. It always just made me feel like a cracked doll. Like didn't matter what was on the outside, like on the inside, if you feel broken. And so in the retelling of it, I found a funny way to retell it. And the purpose of the book is just so that people who are in a difficult situation can look back at it with a bit of levity, can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah,
I really want to read that. Final question for you then. How do you manage it today? How are you doing?
I'm doing great today, and I think it's because my therapist and I came up with a way when I was recovering to live every day to the fullest, to make sure I exercise. And I'm living the dream life of a senior citizen. Like I'm getting my rest, have an early bedtime. I go for a lot of jogs and make sure that I keep my social ties up and stuff and do some mindfulness. So I just feel like now my life is more full than even before I was depressed. So happy ending.
Well, congratulations. And again,
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad that you are speaking to a huge audience today about this. They will take everything that you said to heart, Jessica Holmes.
Awesome.
Continued best wishes to you.
Thank you so much.
As we go to break, another look at how to take part in Bell Let's Talk Day and end the stigma surrounding mental health. Stay with us.